Welcome back to Morning Express. I'm Sophia Wanuna. Joining me in studio is Dr. Johnny Kenley. He's a physician and energy therapist. Yes, you may wonder what that is, but he'll be explaining it to us shortly. And he's all about resolving emotional issues now.
Yes.
So there's an urgency, sense of urgency with all of that. But talk to us about what exactly you do.
So what I do is I'm a physician first and an energy therapist second, a psychologist.
Yes.
And I've been practicing this for about 5 years, the energy psychology.
What is energy psychology?
Energy psychology approaches issues from a different perspective. Rather than talking through issues, rather than trying to find out why, it works with the energy fields of the body. So the three energy fields that you work with are the overall aura, which would be everything there, and then these points of energy.
So which ones are the points of energy here?
These are the points, sliding down. These are called chakras. These are where energy is stored in the body.
Right.
And then you have the traditional Chinese medicine channels where energy flows. So these are the three energy systems that we work with.
Okay.
But the fundamental premise of energy psychology is this, that the cause of all stuck negative emotions is a disturbance in the energy system. So if that is the cause, then what you do is you treat the cause, you treat the energy system.
Right.
And you treat it very, very quickly, in a matter of minutes.
So if you have any, anxiety, any stress, what else?
So basically, two things in life, either you're loving or you're fearing. And fearing takes a lot of different names depending upon who you're talking to, with talking to your boss or your spouse or your children. So fear may come in the terms of being anxious or being stressed or being annoyed or being sad. Sad is fear that is turned inward. Anger is fear that is turned outward.
Okay, so how did you start this? Because it's some event in your life that propelled you to doing this. What happened?
So 5 years ago, I'm an applied kinesiologist, which is a branch of medicine that uses muscle testing to ask body the questions, and we get answers that way.
Right.
And they asked me, a group of psychologists asked me to come and teach muscle testing to their group. And I did that, and I saw that they were using something that I've been using for 15 years, taking care of the emotional component of a person's pain. So I was intrigued by that. I got certified in that, and I went from there. And
you went from there. Yeah. So you're talking about somebody suffering from fear, from stress, life-sapping emotional issues, even months of talk sessions. That would be a difficult situation to sort out these kind of issues. But you say you can do it in minutes.
Well, most of us, when we have an issue, we try to talk through it with ourselves. We may talk to a friend, our spouse. We may go to a minister or a priest. And finally, we may decide to go see some professional. Maybe a counselor, maybe a psychiatrist, maybe a psychologist. And then you go through this process of talk. Why? And 8 months, 12 months later, you find out maybe why. And then you devise strategies to get you through it. And it has some efficacy, but energy psychology is profoundly different in that it takes care of the issue quickly. And in energy psychology, as a big classification, there are many different types. There's probably 20 different types and ways that you can do it.
Okay. So you don't completely dismiss the area and the notion of normal talking, that is counseling therapy. That in itself you appreciate, only that you say it takes too much time.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I certainly use cognition talking when I'm working with someone, like we work with a person coming on here.
Yeah.
And we develop rapport, and it's not silent, but we work with the energy system, which you'll see shortly.
So how is it, what do you need to become an energy therapist? What kind
you
of
need to be a licensed practitioner, either a doctor, a physician, or some type of counselor or some type of psychologist. There's about 3,000 practicing energy psychologists in the world, 2 of them here in Africa and Nigeria, none here in Kenya. And then you need to get certified by different organizations.
So you're saying that without a doubt, if I come to you and I have this fear, whatever it is, in 10 minutes, I'll be good?
So I've been on TV in Russia, in China, in India, and in the Philippines, live. And I've had someone that had a big fear. And for TV purposes, big fears are like phobias. Snakes, going up and down an elevator, spiders. So we bring a person on live that I have not met who is deathly afraid of snakes. 6 minutes later, they're holding a small python in their hand.
Wow.
Now, it's not that the thought is erased. There's no hypnosis. The person will say, you know, I'm really afraid of snakes, as they're holding the snakes. So,
okay, that definitely does sound interesting. So we want to go into your exercise. You want to show us how some of this works. We'll bring in Collins in,
okay.
Who is our great makeup artist here. So Collins, just come on in and help us. Let's have a little session. You'll sit right here in the middle.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Good. So Colin, this issue that you had, and I think it's best if you turn and face me. I know it might be difficult, but we'll do that. So the issue that we had talked about previously was indecision. Hard to make a decision. And how strong was that for you?
On the 7, 8.
7,
close
8.
to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to ask his body the truth, because the mind is going to trick you. He's not going to say, well, I'm on television. I don't want to say that I can't, it's a 10. Or I don't want to say it's a 1.
Right.
So do you have any problems with his shoulder?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
So I'm going to push down. I want you to resist. Resist for me. Resist. Hard. Hold. Good. Now I want you to say, my name is Collins.
My name is Colin.
Loud, lots of energy. My name is Collins.
My name is Colin.
Resist. Okay. Say now, my name is Sophia.
No, my name is Sophia.
Resist. So you see the body weakens when it's telling the truth or when it's not telling the truth.
Okay.
So is this an issue you want to work with? Yes. Say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Resist. It is. Is it a level 8? I want you to answer yes to every question so we don't get
Yes.
confused.
Yes.
Yes. Loud. Is this an issue at 8?
Yes.
Resist. Okay. Is this issue a 9? Say
Yes.
resist. Okay. So interestingly, you see right away that the mind wants to trick him. It's actually stronger than what it is. And you have decided that you want to get this lower. How low do you want to go?
1.
1. Okay. So whatever the person wants is good with me. If you want to keep it at a 9, it doesn't bother my life. It's good. So, but if you want to take it down, that's fine too.
So what is that you were doing right there? The whole
That's called
him
applied
resisting?
kinesiology. So what I do is I ask to get the truth. The mind, the body is always going to tell me the truth. The mind is always going to be playing games. Well,
But he was saying yes to everything. When he said 9, he said
well,
yes.
I did
8,
that
yes.
so that you could demonstrate the weakness. If I started saying yes and no to things, then the audience wouldn't understand.
Okay.
So it's just weakness, you know, when his name is Sophia. Weakness when it's an 8.
All right, let's proceed.
Strength when it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Okay. So what we're going to do right now is you're going to look at me, and it's very important that you look right at me, okay? You can sit sideways, but I want you looking at me. And you're going to take and you're going to tap right here, like this, on the sides of your hand. And you're going to repeat everything that I say, and you're going to do it with the same movement and the same enunciation that I do, okay? Even though, louder, even though I have this fear
I have this fear
of making decisions,
it's
okay.
It's okay.
Even though I have this fear
I have this fear
of making decisions, it's okay.
It's okay.
I accept that.
I accept that.
I accept myself
I accept myself
exactly as I am.
exactly as I am.
I love myself.
I love myself.
Even though
I
have this little fear of decisions.
I have this little fear of decisions.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
No problem.
No problem.
I accept that.
I accept that.
I accept me
I accept me
exactly as I am.
exactly as I am.
Okay, you ready? Now, wherever I tap, you tap, okay? So right here, ready? You're going to say fear. Fear, 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 fear. Say it. Fear, 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 fear. Fear, 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 fear. Okay, shut your eyes. Take a big breath in. Just keep breathing softly. What I've been doing, these are points on the meridians that are associated with that. So we're just changing the energy field that, keep your eyes shut, that was like this with his, maybe perhaps would look like this with his fear of making decisions, and then we bring it back to a normal.
Okay.
Okay. So open your eyes. So I want you to think right now, how strong is that fear of making decisions? Give me a number, quick, don't think.
Maybe 2.
2.
Yeah.
So when I'm working with someone, I don't necessarily believe what they say, because the mind is telling me, but I want to ask his body. The body always tells me the truth.
Okay.
So is that level an 8? I want you to say yes to everything so that it's easy to demonstrate. So yes. Is that level an 8?
Yes.
Resist. Okay. Is that level a 5?
Yes.
Resist. Okay. Is that level a 2?
Yes.
Resist. Is that level a 1?
Yes.
Resist. Is that level a 0?
Yes.
Resist. Okay, so what you see is he said it was a 2, but actually it's a 1, because the mind can't grasp it. The mind wants to be in control. Like, wait a second, you just did this without me. So that's why it's actually a 1 in him. So he's gone from an 8, or actually it was a 9, right? From a 9 to a 1.
Okay. Wow.
What do you think?
Great.
Yeah, it's confusing. And you're
It
going to
can
spend the
be,
next
yeah.
day in total confusion because you don't understand. The mind is going to try to.
Oh, he's gonna be confused.
Yeah, he's going to be
Oh
able
my
to
God.
make decisions. He's still going to think, okay, you know, it's really difficult for me to decide whether I should do this or should do that, but he'll make the decision.
Okay.
He won't be stuck there.
I guess we'll need to talk to you later after you've been faced by a number of decisions, then to be able to...
Keeping up with Collins.
Keeping up with Collins,
Yeah,
yes, we will
exactly.
keep up with Collins.
Yes,
So that we can be able to tell, because then doing it now, one watching this would argue, well, how do we know that, you know, he'll then be able to easily make decisions quickly after this? So I guess that is what we'll be able to do later on. But as we bring this to a close, so you say success rate with, are you done?
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I would do some different things with him if we had a little bit longer of time
Yeah.
to anchor in the process. And
All right. So how do people get in touch with you if they want to try out your services?
Okay, so what I do is I spend my life traveling around the world doing workshops in China, in Russia, in India. All the funds that I gather from that workshop, I bring back here to Kenya, to Kibeti, to a health center, and to the boys' rehab school there. So that's sort of how I've designed my life. My book will be finished, it is finished, and it will be published in January. And the purpose of this book is so that you yourself can read this, follow the recipe, and do it yourself. So my website right now is consciousenergytraining.com, and that gives information about my book and workshops and things like that. But I come to Kenya twice a year for anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks to work in Kibete.
Okay, so success rate, you say that when you work with these people, whatever fears it is they have, those are gone and do not ever return. You never have
So
a
I've
patient
worked
call
with
back
the-
and say, oh, now perhaps if it's a phobia for snakes, I fear them again.
No, it's gone forever.
Okay.
So I've worked with the orphans, the women in Rwanda, that their parents were killed and they were raped multiple times, myself and 2 other psychologists. We spent 2 months there, and working not just one time though, because sexual trauma or post-traumatic stress disorders, they take more than one visit or 5 minutes. It might take a couple, 3 weeks, but we got them to the point where they were able to sit on the same bench with a soldier, not the one, but with a soldier that actually killed their parents involved.
So I'll come to you, Collins, quickly. What was the experience like for you?
For me,
Weird? It's okay.
it's strange. It's weird.
It's strange. It's
Yeah.
weird. The whole movement, touching. Were you feeling anything?
Well, you feel like you're getting lighter. You know, you tell yourself the truth now. You start, you know, getting accustomed to the truth now.
Yeah. Should the person be feeling
Yeah,
this kind of what is
I'm glad you
describing?
said that, because one of the things you do is you start feeling lighter. You have a sense of ease. Yes, I'm afraid of snakes, but hey, I'm afraid of snakes. No big deal. Let me hold it.
Yeah. So this is something you recommend to people who have anxiety, who have fears, to be able to try out. How much do you charge?
Well, I don't do sessions one-on-one with people except in the workshops in the countries that I go to.
Okay.
So my purpose is to get so that you'll be able to do it yourself. that you don't have to intervene with a therapist. There's, like I say, there's 3,000 energy psychologists. All of them want you to come to their office or work with Skype or something, and you work with a therapist. I don't want that. I want you empowered so that you can do it yourself, so you don't need me. And this book hopefully will achieve that, and I have an accompanying video so that you can understand that as well.
So you just do it in workshops, not one-on-one. So in workshops you then teach what?
Well, I do, in the workshops, I go through the whole thing step by step, so there's a great understanding.
Okay.
So, and I have possibility of doing that here in Nairobi as well.
All right.
But
and we'll be looking out for what the dates are, and anyone who wants to come then can.
Yeah, I'll be back here probably in March. I'm getting married in April, so I may.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you very much.
To a Kenyan lady?
Huh?
To a Kenyan
No,
lady?
to a Filipino. Filipino, yes.
Okay, we would have prepared some songs to come and sing African.
Thank you.
Yeah, but hey, congratulations and thank you very much for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
This morning, Dr. Kinley with us in studio, all about energy psychology. I hope you've gotten it. If not, his website you said is
Conscious Energy Training.
All right, that's where you can get more details. That's where we landed as well from today. For today, on behalf of everyone that made the show possible, we thank you for watching and all of your feedback. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.
This is KTN. Well.